Let's be a creep. There we go.
Hmm?
Oh, the stream's going. I've just gone first person and zoomed in close.
Oh.
Anura. To be a creep. Did you know that during the bee's knees dance you wink?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see it. Well, if you're gonna be like that, I better use protection.
Let's go investigate what's happening with the big burly man. Terrifying.
In so many ways.
Still clipping into the camera, so let's back up. There we go. Now we're never clipping into the camera. Boom. Armpit chuck.
Hello.
Hello, hello, Bolly.
Yo. And Halabali's over here having none of this crap.
Nope.
I wonder if you could play the game like this.
Now that would be a challenge, wouldn't it?
That would be a challenge. You'd have tunnel vision.
Yep.
I mean, it would be cool. At the same time, too.
I am the one who
trying
doesn't
to-
have the bee's knees because I bought the fancy coat. Well. We have some viewers. We've executed things. We've gotten going.
But I haven't killed anyone yet.
I'm saving money so I don't have the play dead emote. Sorry. About all I can do is this. Doom. And now your armor's off. Skill of the samurai.
You can't hit on me because you'll never hit.
I said, I have no game. Back to nerd life. Well, I suppose we should root together. I think we're still at only us. I see you over there.
No, you don't.
Cannot invite you to company. Okay.
Oh, that is some pirate booty.
Oh no!
Yes, it
I
is.
found.
Have you been pirating?
I would never. Or
Lucky
would
I'm a
I?
rogue, because if I was a paladin, I'd have to report you.
Well, I suppose it's time to actually get going and find out what the hell the Scions want with us. Hello, oh great and glorious viewers. It's Final Fantasy XIV. Again, as it is. Every
Yay!
Saturday. And hopefully soon we'll be getting people back. I know I've said that last few weeks, but it sounds like At the very least, Seika's almost back. I should go repair my gear before I start the quest.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh, that's an outfit I like. I want to know what it is. Thavnarian Bustler and the Emperor's New Breeches. Oh dear, the Emperor's New Breeches are the invisible ones that just make you look like you don't have pants on.
Oh no.
That's real. So that entire outfit was the tunic. I should switch from free company to party chat because we're so nom, 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 nom. Minfilia, lovely, gorgeous lady of the Tum. What have you called us here for today? Something involving Alphino. Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. Oh, that's right. The Baldazians got kaboomed.
No.
No, it avails us not to speculate. Urianger will send word if there are any developments. Until such time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on that which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak of a different matter, one closer to home. It concerns etheric fluctuations which we had previously attributed to good King Mogomog XII. That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. Yet all is not well in the Twelves Wood. Our latest readings reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude. They may even suggest the presence of a primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you... Acilia, I don't wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. What manner of problem? A band of refugees, hailing from Ul'dah this time, are come to Revenant's Toll seeking asylum. But seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domans. At present, they're in the seventh heaven, awaiting a formal response. I see. Mayhaps this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Ascilla, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what would happen if you do this. Word will spread, and more will follow. Adjust my cushion. Your opinion's duly noted, but I will hear their suit. Gubbo, I should be grateful for your presence at the meeting. I guess we're preparing to burn refugees in case of them not taking no for an answer.
Oh dear.
Tataru. Have head pats. And you're... Ura, are you a tavern wench now?
No, I am an ordinary culinarian. This is what culinarians do, right?
No, honey, that's what tavern wenches do.
Oh.
I wish I had guild toss. Guild toss does not exist. Oh no, that seems like an emote that we need. I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name's Vinfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Dwarf be praised, it's you. We're ready and willing to work, same as the Domans. Just give us a task and we'll see it done. Pray calm yourselves. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know naught of your situation. Beg your pardon, Antecedent. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off scraps of Ul'dah for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one we got took. They say there's work, but there's not for an honest man. Not as wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. And it's only getting worse. With the calamity brought us to our knees, these rich bastards in the city didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run, only question's where, and it came to me, Revenant's Toll. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? Surely you do the same for us. I fear the situation's rather more complicated. While it's true that we accepted the Doman's petition for aid, that decision was the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight. Pray understand, it's not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity. And so it's with great regret I must deny your request. But we've nowhere else to go. You're turning our back on us? You can go to Ul'dah. You had a life in Ul'dah. The Domans didn't have jack fucking shit, boyo. The Domans couldn't even get what you have in Ul'dah. That's why they came here. If I might have a word. Yay, Tataru. Tataru is aught amiss? Ill tidings from Ul'dah, my lady. Alphino has been wounded. Oh no. What? How? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. 7 hells. Now the Blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Antecedent, please. If you won't help spare the new life, at least help us keep the ones we got. My lady. We are not ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alphino, and quickly. If he's in danger, or worse, I would have you and none other by his side. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Ida and Papalimo will see to it. Alphino is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry, Gobbo. We have to get to the Hourglass. Is everyone ready?
The Hourglass?
Yeah. Wait. Is everyone ready?
I guess.
I forgot to turn on the important one. Actions. Oh, we don't have any reduced fare anymore.
Huh.
Oh, I
Bless
like
you.
Gwyneth Bunrow's outfit. Yeah, my outfit smells like cream soda because everything exploded.
Aw. Oh, is this the hourglass?
Yeah, the hourglass is the inn behind the quicksand.
Oh.
And Alphino's out here already. Good job, Halabali.
心配ないさ。大した傷じゃない。まったくタタルは大げさだな。
It's voiced. These voices are so good.
先ほどちょっとした暴動があってね。それに巻き込まれたのさ。このところウルダ派では不穏な空気が流れている。もともとウルダ派は交易都市だけあって豪商が幅を利かせる貧富の差が激しい国だ。エオルゼア一豊かな都市と言われる裏で金が飛び交う権力争いが絶えない。そう、金さえあれば政治すら動かせる国なのさ。
That's a rotten potato right there. Aww. I mean... Okay.
そこにアラミゴからの戦災難民や第7零災以降は零災難民が押し寄せてきた。権力者、特に豪商たちサカツ州にしてみれば金を持たない厄介者を抱え込んだ状態だったろう。そして応答派のラウバーン局長が率いる不滅隊は治安維持と戦力強化を謳い難民救済策を打ち出した。昨今ウルダ派が難民に支払っている援助金は国の財政を圧迫するほどに上がり続けている。
Oh no, public welfare arguments. No.
Oh no.
Public welfare politics.
そういった経緯もあってウルダ派の民は難民に対し常に厳しい姿勢をとってきた。難民からしてみれば頼らざるを得ないものの迫害を受け続けてきたに等しい状況だったのさ。そこに来て先のドマ難民の受け入れ拒否だ。共和派のロロリ島を筆頭とする富裕層に弱者救済の意思がないことが明確となる結果となった。難民たちのウルダ派に対する不信感は頂点に達し各地で起きていた難民の抗議活動は暴動に発展している。今やウルダ派は火薬庫同然さ。
Alphino be like Alamegan Lives Matter. Hell yeah.
それに各国のグランドカンパニーもきな臭い動きを見せている。どうにも一波乱起きそうな気配がするのだ。
Well, that's not great. The real question is, do I want these earrings?
What?
We have earrings on the items, and I'm trying to decide if I want them, and I can't even see them. Give me the money.
Saw a cowboy while you were talking to Alpha.
Well, this is Ulta is very America. Desperate times. As I told you before, It was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur, given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. Then you'll accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Robin has to say on the matter. Just walk right through me, will you? Okay, I understand. Like I'm not even there, Alphino.
Ah. Oh my. Oh wait, he's no longer a cowboy.
Go, the Roguist. That was awesome. Lovely Reaper show-off. General Robin. Now's not a good time. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alphino, back on your feet already? You may credit my swift recovery to your Chirurgeons. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation? Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thadalin. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They are damnably elusive. I can well imagine. Given the majority of refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, and not with butcher's knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny that tensions between the Uldan citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not a single guild to spend, who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well. My point, General, is this powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it is done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon. The General's no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. I feel it's an important side note to remember that we are all kind of upper class in this game. Like, we're swinging around millions of gil. We're rubbing shoulders with government officials in a feudal society. We're not lower class. We have a vested interest.
Where would I be with my guild limit? Oh, I'd still probably make more than most people see.
Were he to claim, without the necessary proof, that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana had been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation, independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at a request for such information, but I have no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Well then, indeed. Hey, Commander. I see you're busy with a game of cards with Mezerbuki here. But I need to bother you. I'm so sorry. We need to know where the refugees are. Oh, what you're asking is no simple favor. If such information had fallen into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there's wisdom to your words. An able individual may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well. The Brass Blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the Blades posted there. Thank you. I'll let you get back to your card game. To Lost Hope. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
And we will arrive to investigate in the least intimidating way possible on the back of Void Scent. Hello. And what brings you here, adventurer? A search for refugees? Well, then you've come to the right place. Ah, you mean those refugees. Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people Lost Hope have come to accept the situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like that merchant who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. A merchant? This had best not be a merchant we know. It had best not be a merchant we know. No, Frick. I didn't expect him to send you. I take it this means someone's read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return, and I'm increasingly concerned that Zazewaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zazewaka. He'll explain everything. Well, alrighty then. I'm taking a moment because I need to stretch. Zazewaka. Ah, don't hurt me. I'm not one of them. I beg your pardon. You're not a flame. I see. If Leofric bid you speak with me, then I take it you have agreed to help. 12 be praised for that. Because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under that fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking what's owed. Ha! A childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent and you'll understand why. Even now he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his words beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. Yet I've no doubt the merchant will lead the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. What are you doing? Don't draw. Don't draw! Why did you run away with me? We could have escaped together, then you'd be here, with me. Be here to soothe me. Why did you have to stay and leave me alone? Shush pap. Shush pap. Who are you? What do you want? Yes, it's true. I followed the merchant. May the gods strike me down for my folly. What they will not give, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed a cache of weapons he'd brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then and there, but the others, they were so excited. They split us in two groups, set us off on our own. But when the flames found us, We didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs. They started arguing, and then fighting, and then everyone was fighting, and the flames were shouting to give no quarter, and... Oh, God's the other group. They're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. The other refugees were hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope, but to approach them would be fruitless. They'd sooner call us agents of the Sultan and try to kill us than listen to reason. Why, the twins might even deign to do the deed themselves. A pox on all bloody sellswords. They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent with us vanished during the struggle. If only we'd never listened to the merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, that the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Though, if they were forced to confront reality, that's it. Challenge the twins in combat and show their brethren the strongest warriors are no match for one woman. Perhaps then they'll agree to lay down their arms and announce this plot. Okay. Intimidation it is.
Oh, if it works, it works.
That's my middle name.
Albric Intimidation Thorn? You. Seven Hells. They found us. Everyone grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point. So that's your game, is it? Sorry to disappoint you, lass. But we're more than willing to kill you ourselves. Okay. And they keep on coming. Those digits.
I don't think I hit any of them.
Also, I should be a samurai. You beat him like it was nothing. Thought Almighty, what are we gonna do now? Apparently, summon more refugees.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson? Oh, I hit one. Nope, I missed.
Was that all of them?
Better be.
Has everyone talked to the refugee?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all of them. Almost caught us in that second ambush. You returned. Did you find my brethren? What are the twins? What happened? I see. Well, you had no choice. Better that a handful of them take a beating from you than the lot get butchered by the flames. Tell me, what did the merchant have to say when it was over? No merchant? Huh? Where else would he be? Unless he went to Stone's Throw to recruit others? The merchant wished to approach the refugees in Stone's Throw, but was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing to stop him from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him, convince him to cease his mad quest, It will surely lead us to ruin. To Stone's Throw we go. Where's that mount? Oh! I see that you have usurped some Imperial technology, Halabali. And Ura's using the engineering of the kobolds.
Yep.
And I have conjured forth a being of the void with the darkest magics.
Hello, you can totally trust us with your stuff.
And we represent the interests of the upper class. Good guys. Have you seen my parents? They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon. It's been days. They left with the man from Ulda. The man said they were going to change everything, make it so we could live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked it when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry. I got scared. Say, miss, are you looking for someone? I'm looking for the merchant. You mean the man who left with my parents? I don't know where he... Wait, look, over there, I think that's him. Well now, which of these gullible fools shall be my next victim?
Oh, wow. Not even trying to be subtle.
You? I... He's getting away! Go get him, miss! Let's go. Let's go fuck this guy up. Stop, communist scum. Where are you hiding? There you are.
Wait, what?
In the name of the feudal order. In the name of the Sultana. Stop, liberal scum. You again? Why are you pursuing me? Sedition? Treason? Revolution? That's preposterous. Who filled your head with those lies? Refugees? Self-same refugees who terrorized the streets of Ulda? Huh? You have no evidence to prove your accusations? None. I don't need evidence. I represent the sword arm of an oppressive feudal regime. No, I'll not accompany you to the Heart of Flames. You have no right to detain me. For the sake of argument, let's say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I give a kickern's arse about politics? It's business, only business. We both know I'm not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I swear I'll tell you everything. Up there on the grassy knoll. That's right, I made a JFK assassination reference. Oh, what's all this commotion? 7 hells. Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may still be close. Hold, adventurer. I know more about your relationship with the victim, as well as the events leading up to his death. This man was responsible for the riots. Mayhap we owe his murderer a debt of gratitude. In any case, it's obvious you were not the one whom we seek. You may carry on with your investigation, Scion. Well, I guess. We need to report that there's a conspiracy afoot. What news, Gobbo? Where is the merchant? Dead. Murdered?
Dead.
Damn it all, the seventh hell. He was not simply a murdered Gobbo. He was silenced. Too many knew his face. He was ready to divulge his secrets. Don't despair, though. We may be close to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize. Our FC company has increased to sworn.
Whoa!
I think that's like the highest rank.
Really?
Revolution. The Flame General left word that you were to proceed to the Fragrant Chamber as soon as you returned. He wishes to discuss your recent discoveries, as well as the results of your own investigation. Master Alpino has already been informed and should be waiting for you outside. Pray, proceed to the Royal Promenade with all haste and speak with Bartholomew. Put our weapons away. We're on our way to speak with royalty. I swear, it's always something in Ul'dah. Truly is the city of, like, everything.
Unfortunately.
How are you all feeling?
Not sure.
This reeks to high hell.
Excellent work, Gobbo. The information you brought us helped me persuade General Rauban to call this meeting. Mayhap now we can discuss matters openly and honestly. Bart, let us in. We've been expecting you. Please proceed inside.
SWIFT 対等者から連絡を受けている。暴動の鎮圧、ご苦労だったな。
ウルダ派の難民の動きは把握していたつもりだが、ここ最近になってさらに活発化しているように思える。
貴様らだから話すのだ。他言無用で頼むぞ。
Well, shit, we have to turn the stream off so the information doesn't leave the room.
Oh no.
先のドマ難民の受け入れ拒否が決定したことに対し、かねてから不信感を抱いていた難民のうち、零細難民の一部が反発。アラミゴ系難民の急進派と一党を組み、王家の抗議活動が行われた。抗議活動は一時 G 行進まで発展したものの、それでも時間の経過とともに収まりを見せ始めていたのだ。ところがある事件をきっかけに暴動へと急転する。
難民の対応に当たっていた同人団の衛兵が抗議に集まっていた非武装の難民に矢を射たのじゃ。
This scene is a whole lot more uncomfortable after having lived through the cop riots during COVID. Oh my god.
これに激高した難民たちは暴徒と化した。この事件が暴動の発端となったのじゃ。
初動調査ではあくまで事故だった。しかし事の発端となった衛兵が不審な動きを見せたため、我ら不滅隊が奴を捕獲して尋問したところ、サカツ州のテレジアデレジの息がかかった商人から金をつかまされていたことが判明したのだ。
テレジアデレジだと。彼はドマ難民の問題の際には受け入れに賛成する素振りを見せていたはず。
フロンティア計画という名に聞き覚えはあるか。現在いずれの都市にも領有されておらず、北ザナラーンに隣接する地カルテノー平原。
しかしあの地は現在。
そうだ、アウトロー戦区として戦場になっている。
Oh shit.
カルテノー平原、忘れもしない第7零祭の中心地だ。同地は零祭後に大規模な調査が行われていたのだが、そこには元より地中に眠っていたと思われる古代アラグ文明の遺跡があらわになっていたのだ。そして現在のカルテノー平原は遺跡の保有権をめぐり3都市が対峙している場所となっている。エオルゼア都市軍事同盟はこの争いを亀裂とせぬために、かの地で起こった対立の一切を外に持ち出さないという協定を結んだ。これがアウトロー戦区と呼ばれるゆえんだ。
This is an explanation of the PvP zone.
戦場となっているカルテノー平
Yeah,
原へ
it's
の
not
植民。
just called a battlefield, it's an active
この
battlefield.
無謀なフロンティア計画の出資者こそ九段のテレジアデレジ。奴は同地の状況を知る立場でありながらこの計画を発表した。おそらく計画で集めた多くの難民を引き連れ、彼らを人の盾として各国の軍勢の間に入り込むつもりだ。遺跡を独占するために。
テレジアデレジメ。フロンティア計画はいわばウルダ派が領土拡大を宣言したことと同じぞ。
我々応答派との調整どころか共和派、サカツ州の中でも統率は取れていないでしょう。
まあよね。
完全に奴の単独での行いです。
さっきの暴動騒ぎも難民たちにウルダ派での暮らしを諦めさせるための仕掛け。ドマの民に理解の立場を示していたのも難民からの支持を得るための見せかけだったに違いない。
しかしなぜテレジアデレジはそこまでカルテノーの遺跡にこだわる。下手をすれば王家への反逆の罪ともなり得るぞ。
オメガ。
Uh-oh.
オメガ。
メガ
遺跡の調査中に発見された異形の怪物。我々はこれをオメガと呼称している。遺跡に記された古代アラグ文字を解読したところ、オメガはバハムートを捕らえし者と示されていた。先のカルテノーの戦いの折、ガレマール帝国の将軍ネール・バンダーナスは衛星ダラガブの落下地点をカルテノーの地とした。我々は奴が対バハムート兵器とも呼ぶべきオメガを完全破壊するためだったのではないかと睨んでいる。
対バハムート兵器、まさか対万神兵器というのか。あのアルテマウェポンのような。
我々も完全に信じていたわけではなかった。しかしガイウスのアルテマウェポンを見たとき思い直したのだ。オメガは本物だと。
幸いなことに現在オメガはまさに化石のごとく沈黙しておる。だが先のアルテマウェポンの件もあろう。古の万神バハムートを撃つという力、そのような強大な力を秘めた古代兵器をもしも手に入れることができたなら。
テレジアデレジの狙いはオメガの確保、そしてそれを武器にウルダハ、いやエオルゼや全土における発言権を確保するつもりだろう。
くだらぬ話じゃ。ロロリトと対峙してサカツ州をまとめることもできぬような男にエオルゼを牛耳れるものか。
だからこそ危険なのです。自分の限界を知るからこそ外に力を求める。決して油断はできませんぞ。
ネズミじゃ放っておけ。どうせ今のウルダ派に機密はなきに等しい。
いずれにせよ難民問題には注意しておくべきだろう。これはウルダ派だけの問題ではないのだから。
That did indeed go places. It should be glad to know the truth, and yet the thought that all this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think that they intend to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt the need to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territories. Fortunately, you're already well positioned to do so, Lieutenant Barr. Pray keep us informed of any developments in Cartanel. Begone, whelp! This is no place for children. Oh, it's the girl from the camp. I'm sorry. I was looking for you, miss. You said you were looking for the man who left with my parents. You know this girl? So he visited Stone's Throw as well, I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I'm afraid. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Really? You'll help me look, mister? Of course. But first I must needs finish speaking with my friend. She's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you would wait for me by that pillar over there? We require but a moment. Okay, mister. I'll be waiting. I'll take her to the quicksand. Mayhap Momodi will know what to do. A legion of Garleans, an Aether-starved primal. Even dealing with an Ascian would be preferable to this charade. Oh, sometimes I fear Minfilia is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources, and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. Gubbo, this is Minfilia. I know this is sudden, but I must ask you to return to the Revenant's Toll with all due haste. The situation in the Twelves Wood has taken a turn for the worse. I'll explain in detail once you arrive. The Twelves Wood? Then the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed? I received no reports of Ixali activity, which leaves... the Sliffs? Go, Gobbo. You know as well as I that the appearance of a primal takes precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the antecedent that while I'm grateful for her concern, she needn't fear for my safety. I'm more than capable of protecting myself. But you are just a teenager, okay? I get that we're in a JRPG, but, like, we're the protagonists, and we're all a little bit older.
We're all adults.
Yeah.
We're all adults.
I liked that we were back to back, Halatali. That was cool. Oh my gosh. You're inside of me. Those events, any opinions while we are on our way?
Oh dear.
Especially looking to our blind players.
I don't like the implications of orphanages next to the ruins.
That he's gonna employ the orphans in the ruins?
Yeah.
Yep.
Placing orphans next to a dormant weapon, and I'm kind of torn. Why are we? I mean, I know that a primal is dangerous, but there's a power crazy anarchist running around in Ul'dah. Shouldn't we just plant an axe into his head or something like that?
At least we can punch a primal without repercussions.
Yeah.
Teleji Adeleji is like a member of the Senate.
You mean the same Senate that I have been robbing blind over the course of several months?
I'm sorry, what?
Never mind, let's talk to Minfilia.
Is this where we got the money for my staff?
Gracious donations from various sources. Let's leave it at that.
Hello. I'm coming on behalf of the Elder Seedseer to petition the aid of your order. The antecedent has been apprised of the situation. Very well. Minfilia? Please, give me good news. It's relief to see you healthy and hale, Gobbo. The latest news from Ul'dah was most disturbing. Clearly, the only injury Alphino suffered was to his ego. Doubtless it will heal ere long. The other Scions will need to be present for this meeting. If you're ready to begin, I'll summon them now. Then let us do so. For the Lord of Levin. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you were it not urgent. To business, then. I received some of the most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sliffs have called forth their revered guardian, the Primal Rama. I'm sorry, may have, then it's not certain. The Elder Seer informs us the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Slifflands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me, antecedent, but the fact that need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his more bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on, Rama is reported to act only in the defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sliffs in their territory. Like, say, slaughter them en masse to complete various tomes for an arcane staff. The abruptness of this development concerns me. Were we not keeping a close watch on these touched ones and their movements? If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, it would surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon? You foresaw this eventuality and did naught to prevent it? I told Papalimo. I suppose I could have reported things to Mantilia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could have do except wait and see. You know the Sliffs feel about people poking around their territory. They already summoned Rama once right after the calamity. That was because the Gallians came trampling through the forest. And so long as Castrum Orleans stands, the Sliffs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Ida and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain that observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in Ul'dah drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. 'Tis like the Sliffs perceived this panicked migration as yet another invasion, and quickened their efforts to summon their god. I'm put to mind of Titan and the kobolds. Once again, it's the affairs of men which have paved the way for a primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us a unique opportunity. Gobo, though your dealings with the Sliffs of little solace, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict with Gridania. I wonder, might one who has treated with the Sliffs so fruitfully in the past not achieve similar success with their patron deity? If Rama can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. I'm sorry, are you saying we should negotiate with the primal? Papalimo, have you been, are you touched? Are you a touched one?
Did you feed her some weird mushrooms or something?
A fond hope. Were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the Beastmen since time immemorial. But maybe this time we can... Let us continue this discussion anon. Must needs first consult with the nation most affected by Rama's presence. The Elder Seer has requested your personal involvement, Gobo. Pray report to Commander Hulwa at the Adder's Nest as soon as you're able. Steel yourself for the worst. While I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter, experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord of Levin will prove less than amicable. In such event, your fellow scions will, of course, lend you whatever support you require. Well. To the Adder's Nest. Oh. Hilwa. Go aboard the Scions. Your arrival is most anticipated. The appearance of a primal is ever a cause for alarm and unease. Though my men stand ready for the eventuality, I know of none more qualified than you are to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The Elder Seedseer, however, would speak with you first. She is of the opinion that your diplomatic rather than martial skills may better serve our cause. I will leave further explanation to our learned leader. Pray make your way to Nofika's altar. The conjurer in attendance will admit you to the Lotus Stand. I'm going to change to Red Mage. So that I may level this up, although I'm going to need to move my HUD because this thing is horrible. I hate it. Simple mode, kindly. You live down there. I actually don't like Red Mage. It's not a job I like. In fact, fuck Red Mage, I don't like it. The other Scions have already arrived, madam. May I show you in? Pray do.
I'm outside again.
Yeah.
They said because I'm not part of the free company, I'm not authorized personnel.
If it makes you feel better, the rest of the free company has to wait out there pretty far too. Shola, I'm curious to hear how the Elder Seedseer means to treat with Lord Drama. Thancred, I see the Slips have sent their own representatives. There can be no doubt then. Papa Limo, it's said that once Rama passes judgment, his wrath is impalpable. It would be best to conclude this discussion ere Gridania and its people are placed upon his scales. Ida? Whatever the Elder Seedseer is planning, I want you to know I'll be right there by your side, and I'm sure Y'shtola won't be far behind, even if she does think everything's mankind's fault. Hello, Walking One. It's good to see a friend of Elder One. Kari-sena? Rie Tanaka?
ようこそいらっしゃいました。お話というのはシルフ族の件なのです。
Rie Tanaka, I love your voice.
少し前の出来事でした。私は森の大精霊の声を聞いたのです。それは万神ラムーの権限を告げていました。そしてつい先刻のこと、カリアドよりシルフ族の使いがやってきました。この者によれば、カリアドのシルフたちもまたラムーちゃま、ラムーの権限を感じたとのこと。詳細は不明ですが、おそらくシルフ領の奥地にてすでに万神ラムーは神下ろしされているでしょう。ですが万神ラムーは守護と朝廷を司る賢き神。こちらが彼の意志に背くことをしなければ、シルフ族と同様に対話が成立するはずなのです。超える力を持つあなたならば、きっと心を通わせることができるでしょう。どうかラムーとの対話をお願いできないでしょうか。人にとってもシルフ族にとっても、おそらくはラムーにとっても、これ以上この森を乱したくない思いは同じはず。そして何より私たちグリダニアの民はシルフ族と森との調和、共存を望んでいるのです。 感謝いたします。シルフの狩宿に奏者島の者を派遣しています。詳しい話はその者からお聞きください。森に嫌な風が流れてきています。この風は国営の森だけではない、エオルゼア全土に流れる風に感じるのです。どうかお気をつけて。
Well,
Hmm.
I seem to be inside of Albrecht,
Oops.
and we're both inside of this stranger. That is certainly a thing that can happen. A little solace we go. Albrecht, you sound very pensive in your silence.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that Rama will be pleased to see someone who has the echo. I mean, I'm not all that comfortable with having the echo, to be honest.
That sounds like a mood. Gobble of the Scions, I was told to expect you. I understand you'd go to treat the Primal Rama himself, an unenviable task, one for which I have no doubt you're well suited. I've been told your fellow Scions are conducting an investigation of the area as we speak, though we might ascertain the location of the Lord of Levin might be found. I'd ask you to abide here until they return with their findings. I think we need to go Levin an impression.
Oh my god!
Don't blame me, it's the fucking game. I was told the messenger would be sent as soon as your Scions finish their investigations. I don't imagine it'll be much longer. It's one of the few dark-skinned characters in this game. Yay.
Oh my god!
This one returns, and returns with good tidings. Wise ones have finished searching, and have wisely identified the precise location where the Touched Ones summoned Lord Rama. Your timing is impeccable, my fluttery friend. Aren't you be so kind as to escort this good woman to her fellow Scions? It would be this one's pleasure, Walking One. Please, please come with this one. Feels like it's time to get my staff out and be ready to actually take things seriously.
How about I swap to White Mage?
Lovely. It's so convenient that we can fly at this point. Imagine having to walk through this area.
Especially after walking through and your level is still at 50, because it's the current cap.
Oof. Hey Max. Wise ones have ventured deep within the Slifflands. These ones must proceed carefully and keep an eye out for touched ones. You want to lead the way, Albrecht?
Yeah, I feel like you were definitely meant to go through here on foot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the only one who's still going on foot. Now, the Slifflands are definitely a dungeon area. This one's most sorry, but this one can go no further. Draw too close to Lord Rama, and this one may turn mean and nasty like touched ones. And so this one must say farewell for now. Walking One will find wise ones not far from here, to the south. Go in safety, Walking One. Okay. Now we go on foot. Lead the way, Aldrich.
Right.
Everyone's here. Excellent. Ida? So, Thancred's Thancred, Papalimo's Papalimo, Ishtola Ishtola, and you're you, right? That's easy enough to remember. This one's name is Ida, in case Walking One was wondering. Joke! I'm joking. Ah, there you are. It is you, isn't it? Don't ask. Suffice to say, we've had something of a situation here. So it's actually you? I'm relieved. For a moment I thought we were dealing with another one of those confounded slip tricksters. I swear, with them wreaking havoc with their skin-changing magics, it's a wonder I was able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, it was quite the ordeal. Should have seen the look on Ishtola's face when one impersonating you suddenly showed up. That's quite enough, Papalimo. My apologies. It's not like me to ramble so. At any rate, as I was saying, I finished measuring etheric activity in the area, and I'm pleased to say I've reached an indisputable conclusion. To wit, Rama was called forth in the vicinity of the Slip Aetherite. Come, Goppo, the Lord of Levin awaits. To the Slip Aetherite.
That's cheating! I thought we were going on foot.
And then I decided I don't want to.
その力、お主、ハイデリンの使徒か。
Ooh, Rama's Japanese voice is really good.
Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, それにリヴァイアソン。奴らを払いのけし光のものというのはお主のことじゃな。わしの名はラムー、国営の森の民、シルフ族の守護者。光のものよ、ここはシルフ族の聖地。何用で人が足を踏み入れたのじゃ。
We're here to negotiate with you for peace.
グリダニアの民は調和を望んでおるというのか。人とは核も身勝手なものか。まっこと愚かじゃ。お主にこの者たちの願いがわかるか。ただこの森で静かに暮らしたいだけなのじゃ。しかし人はその小さな願いすら阻害する。シルフ族がわしを招いたのはその願いを叶えるため。そこまで追い込んだのは貴様ら人の仕業なのじゃぞ。シルフ族にとって人は人。たとえグリダニアの民が自然との調和を重んじようと、一方で帝国の民は森を侵し続ける。
Rama, god of racism.
結果的に人は森に汚れと争いを持ち込むだけじゃ。全ては人が闇を抱える存在だからに他ならん。そもそも人はいつから闇を抱えるようになった。資源の時、 そこには光も闇もなかった。まさか人が人たるために生まれたというのか。ならば人がいる限りこの世から汚れと争いがなくならぬ道理よな。なぜなら人が生きるために必要なことだからじゃ。光の者よ、それでも貴様は人として調和の道を歩むというのか。おお、それは聖域を去った子らに渡したクリスタル。なるほど。お主はわしの知った人とは随分異なる存在のようだ。これは光の人だからではない。何か得意な。そうか。もしやあやつになら。よかろう。ならばわしに示せ、貴様の力を。人がシルフ族や森との調和を望むというのなら、この森から帝国を排除するほどの力を、世から闇を取り払うほどの力をわしに示してみせよ。それができるというのなら、この雷神ラムーが地表のすべての人に裁きの雷を落とすまでじゃ。
Rama, I liked you more in Final Fantasy V.
来るがいい光の者よ。裁きの地にて貴様を待っておるぞ。
Oh dear.
珍しいわね。あなたがこんなところまで出てくるなんて。
万神ラムー。私もこの目で見るのは初めてです。これは眼福の光景、決備の記憶としましょう。これは失礼を。どうしても調べたいことがあるのです。この機械仕掛けの眼を通し、雷神狩りを拝見させていただきましょう。
Sure, it's not like you're working with the Asians or anything.
You better not be tempered.
Oh dear.
Well, cue time. Are we ready?
As ready as we'll ever be, I suppose.
Alrighty then. The striking tree. Ooh,
Oh, that was
insta-kill.
nice.
Nice.
Oh no, our viewers.
They don't get a long queue cut. Oh no.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, turn up the music for this fight. It's good. am frozen in terror and cannot swap to regain my MP. Oh no.
Nope, that didn't work.
I forgot this fight entirely.
I've only done this once. I don't remember their mechanics.
I imagine kill the ads is important.
Ah, that's what kills me. Oh, I gotta move. I can't move. Ow. Wait. Oh, I'm stuck. Again.
I'm glad that everyone's moving around me and like, oh yes, let the black mage stand there in place.
Oh, good.
Collect the orbs, Audit. Or, collect the orbs.
What orbs? The orbs?
Yep. That's what the main tank person is saying.
Ooh.
Yay! Anyone's still here for me to give my commendation to? Baron, Mimosa left. Rip.
Yep. Gave her mine.
And of course I got no commendations, because you never give commendations to the Black Mage.
お主の力しかと見届けた。光の者よ、気づいておろう。人が抱えし闇は全ては人がまいたもの。ならばその力をこの森のため、エオルゼアのために履行してみせよ。世との調和を求めるのなら己で勝ち取ってみせよ。得意な存在であるお主ならばそれも叶おう。光によって闇を払い、人を正しき方向へ導くことが。
さすがは光の戦士。万神ラムーの討伐、見事です。 私もあなたの戦いを拝見してたどり着きましたよ。アシエンを完全消滅させる手がかりに。まずは戻りましょう。後ほど石の家にて報告いたします。
Well, it's not often that we get gratitude when we kill a god.
Yay! Wait, where are you going?
Little Solace. Couple, you've returned. Dare I ask how Rama received your visit? We killed him. He challenged you to a test of arms? It's well then that you have some experience in such matters. The peoples of Gridania and Little Solace will be relieved to hear the Lord of Levin has accepted you as the forest's champion of peace. You have performed a monumental duty this day, Gobbo. The Elder Seed Seer must be informed of your deeds at once. Yay! What little gods are made of. The Elder Seed Seer will wish to hear of your experiences firsthand. Pray return to Gridania and make directly for the Lotus Strand. The Conjurer at Nalfaka's altar will be expecting you. Fare you well. Well, to Gridania we go. So how did you all like that fight?
I'm still very confused on how it's supposed to work.
Don't stack up, collect the orbs, kill the ads.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Good.
It wasn't nearly as stressful as the other ones.
Yeah. Though if you want stress, do Rama Extreme. Welcome back, Honored Scions. We who knew of your mission have been anxious to see you return. The Elder Seed Seer awaits you within. I want my Black Mage outfit if it's not, like, the end. Put my weapon away because I'm talking to the leadership. Hello.
Boukensha-dono, ご苦労様でした。先ほど奏者島の者より報告を受けたところです。結果的に万神ラムーと刃を交えることになったとか。本当に無事で何よりでした。
Well, you sent a god slayer to negotiate with a god. What do you think
ラムー
happened?
がそんなことを。
Okay, yes.
人が持つ闇が新たな問題を生む。確かにそうなのかもしれません。カルテノー平原のアウトロー戦区、そしてウルダハを発端にエオルゼア全土に広がりを見せている難民先の帝国との戦い以降、エオルゼアは統一どころか以前にも増して人の闇が表面化し、争い事が増えているように感じます。第七零祭の復興が一段落し、人々は共通した目標を失いつつあるのです。だからこそ人々の意志を一つにし、神聖したエオルゼアを生きていく必要がある。グランドカンパニーエオルゼア、人と人とは分かり合うことはできないのでしょうか。今回の件、 グリダニアを代表して礼をします。暁、あなたや暁の方々には迷惑をかけてばかりですね。この国を預かる者としてもっとしっかりしなくては。万神ラムーが収まったというのに、森に流れる嫌な風が消えないなんて。森の精霊たちよ、この地に何が起ころうとしているのです。
Well. Thus ends another daunting mission, eh? I'd hoped Lord Rama could be persuaded with words alone, but nevertheless, I can only admire the adroitness with which he responded to the Primal's sudden challenge. But it seemed that Urianger too was pleased with the outcome. What say you? Shall we gather back at the Rising Stones and ponder the lessons of the day? What say you, shall we?
Yay.
Obvious Alberic's the only one whose opinion matters. Let's go.
Oh no.
Oh, dear me.
I am lost.
To the Rising Stones. Yum 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 yum
Yum yum yum yum yum yum yum yum yum yum yum yum yum
yum yum yum yum.
yum.
Welcome back, Gobbo. Word of your momentous encounter with Lord Rama precedes you. I'd fain share news of mine own, but Urianger's discoveries must take precedence. Upon witnessing your defeat of the Lord of Leven, our learned companion was struck with profound insight regarding the nature of the Ascian's immortality. Let us assemble and discuss his observations together. Let me accept that as a samurai.
Minna 揃ったわね。ウリエンジェさん、お願いします。
砂の家に現れた白き衣のアシエンエリディブス。彼の発言からアシエンは不滅の存在、つまり不死であることが分かりました。
あれから私とウリエンジェさんはアシエンを完全に消滅させる方法を探していたの。
そしてついに影を狩る手がかりをつかんだのです。先の晩神リヴァイアさんとの戦いでサハ銀族の長老が見せた不滅なる者への昇華、その際のエーテルの流れを測定していたヤシュトラ城の測定結果を確認いたしました。
あの時肌に感じるくらいエーテルが震えていたわ。だからとっさに測定器をつけて調べていたのよ。
She's talking about the big glowing ball.
Oh my.
そして今回私は晩神ラムーとの戦いを拝見いたしました。晩神が散る際のエーテルの流れについて再確認していたのです。
いい機会だわ。エーテルの流れをおさらいしましょう。
This is the review of how Aether works for people who weren't thaumaturges. Pay attention, everyone.
Oh no.
This will be on the test.
I don't want to take a test. I already told you about my homework dream.
私たちが生きている物質界で生命が死ぬと、通常その魂であるエーテルは砕け散り、エーテル界へと帰ります。そしてエーテル界にたゆたうエーテルが物質界に降り、新たな生命が誕生するの。
命は散りて星の海へと帰る。エーテルに満ちた正解はこの世と重なり合い寄り添う世界。エーテルは巡り、命もまた巡る。
だけど万神は例外。地に満ちたエーテルであるクリスタルを食らう万神は、その肉体までもがエーテルで構成されている。だから倒すことで肉体は砕け、そのエーテルは大地へと還元されていく。それでも魂だけはエーテル界に帰ると考えられているわ。
信者の願いが神の魂を正界より招き、クリスタルが神の肉体を作る。
だけど不滅なるものはどちらの例にも当てはまらない。
確かにサハ銀族の長老が提督に撃たれた時、一塊のエーテル界が漂い、別のサハ銀族に乗り移るのを確認したわ。
肉の体持ちて死して知らぬ魂を持つ者。なるほど、それが不滅なるもの。サハ銀族の長老のやったことか。では器がそばにない場合、魂はどうなるんだ。
エーテル界に帰るということは死を意味するわ。だから不死である彼らの魂はエーテル界に帰っていないと考えられます。
彼らは逃避する。暗き輝きの道を開きて正解の渚へ。
そう、つまりは物質界とエーテル界の狭間のような場所に退避しているのではないかということね。アシエンたちは闇のクリスタルを触媒にサンクレットに憑依していたわ。つまりこれが狭間へ至る門なのかもしれない。
嫌な思い出だぜ。
サンクレット、
これが探求の旅路の果てにたどり着きし答え。
サハ銀族は不滅なるものになったものの、闇のクリスタルを持っていなかった。だからリヴァイアさんに食われたってわけね。そうか。だったらアシエンを倒した時に魂のエーテルを逃さず、リヴァイアさんのように吸い込んで捕獲してしまえば。
ご名答、恐れ入ります。さすがヤシュトラ城、察しがいい。肉体失いし魂をエーテルの檻に捕らえ、エーテルの刃で砕く。さすればアシエンの魂も正解に帰りましょ
アシエンの魂を逃すことなく捕らえ、さらにそのエーテルを粉々に打ち砕く魔気なんて簡単には想像できないわ。でもきっと方法はあるはず。手がかりはつかんだもの。あとは実現に向けて進むだけよ。
う。では私は早速 これらの現象を人工的に起こすことができないか、シャーレアン本国の賢人と共に検討に入りましょう。ええ、よろしくお願いします。それとミーフィリア、バルデシオン委員会の件ですが、現在シャーレアン本国の調査団が現地に向かっています。じきに連絡が来るでしょう。不安な気持ちはわかりますが、今は待つべき時。祈りとともにお待ちを。
ありがとう、ウリエンジャさん。
The Lord of Levens returned to the Aether, as was Leviathan before him. Not Rama's acquiescence was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Whirl, and Levin all have now been humbled by the Bringer of Light. The limitless potential of man, Heidel's servant, grows mightier by the day. Yet she prospers at great cost to her mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times have the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and wan. Yet even as it innovates, the ardor empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted, to forge the final key. And that is the task to which we bend our every effort. Divine seeds will ever want to quicken in Eorzea's fertile soil. We need only lead men to the field, and by their eager hands shall a new deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and the one true God shall come again. So, bitches want some sorrow, right? Like, if you didn't, like, know that this game was made by Buddhists.
I'm sorry, I zoned out trying to think of how I'm going to cook this little octopus.
The entire lecture about death and reincarnation and...
Something about a guy got numbed by a giant fish. Something Leviabetus.
Oh, oh, don't remind me of that.
Nymphilia. Even though I already knew it through my studies, I was listening. Even if my boneheaded swordsman worked.
Well, you gotta eat somehow. We're just having to stare down at this point.
I want you to wait until after class. Oh my god. Now the matter of Rama has for the present been put to rest. There's something I'd show you, Gobbo. It's a letter of thanks signed by the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance, acknowledging the Scion's tireless service to the realm. It mentions in particular the names of all the defeated primals: Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Good King Mogomog, Leviathan, and now Rama. Needless to say, there's only one among our number to have faced them all. And though the words of gratitude were addressed to our order as a whole, I fear they are meant for you above all others. I, too, must offer my heartfelt thanks for all that you have done. In the course of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. You're true heroes, Mew fans, and Eorzea is that much safer for your presence. Pray do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Ascians may be relied upon to sow chaos in the realm until such time as they are forced to stop. Why, even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would foment strife on his own. And that is to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the primals, too, will return to plague us again and again and again. And yet, despite all this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow, and there is no greater gift. That we have the courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible peace, we owe in no small part to the dangers you've faced on our behalf, and the people you've won over to our cause in so doing. Our list of enemies has ever been long, but think of the allies with whom we are now blessed. Of the Slipsville Solace, who wish not of conflict. Of Alisay, who strives to unearth the terrible secrets of the Calamity. And there's Sid and the Fellowship of Noah, racing to unlock the mysteries of ancient Alag, that we might be spared the horror of another Ultima weapon. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean our fellow Scions. Thanks to their many and varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Ascians, and combat it we shall. Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming, Antecedent. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust it will not inconvenience you unduly if I absent myself for a time. Alphino, I take it troubles in Ul'dah no longer require your attention? There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air of simmering violence is largely dissipated. 'Tis report such that I stand before you now. That, and to speak with you concerning the new organization we discussed. Ah, I have a message for you from Ella. You recall the refugee girl? The one whose parents went missing? They were found unharmed. She wished me to pass her thanks to you. Why, Alphino, I'm to understand you made an effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do hope you've left nothing out. Gurbo, you've been away from Reverend's Toll for some time now, I believe. Might I suggest you put the affairs of the realm to one side for a moment, and take this opportunity to reacquaint yourself with the town? Which reminds me, one of the Doman children recently acquired as to your whereabouts. Yozen was his name. I believe he has some small matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him with a visit? I don't want to play with kids. I want to kill gods. Fine. Let's go talk to some children. Who's messaging me? Nothing that matters. Go away. Oof, excuse me. Yozan. Oh, Yozan's still in the Rising Stones. Not even outside, okay.
Gee.
all the kids. Shun? Yosu's always the strongest, but he's no match for Koharu when she's mad. Raka? If I were as big as a mountain and as strong as a bear like Mr. Boulder is, maybe I'd like fighting more. Koharu? I hear you're mad. Are you taking a rest too? Promise you'll play with us again soon. The game of hide-and-seek in Vesperay was the most fun I had forever. Yozen? What do you need? Look, it's Miss Gabo! She's back from her adventures. We heard you were off fighting primals, and that they're some of the strongest enemies you could ever face. I wish I could have seen you in battle. Anyway, we all want to be heroes too, so we finally formed our own Doman Adventurers Guild to protect all the Domans. Oh, do you think you could train us today, Miss Gobo? Maybe you could show us how you fought the primals?
What's all this commotion then?
Boulder Whore! Mr. Boulder and Mr. Coltonay, do you know Miss Gobo's back?
So it would seem. Welcome home, Gobo. My companion and I but recently became full members of the Scions, and I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. I am known as Hoary Boulder, and this bookish fellow is Coltonaire. Though we remain largely unproven as adventurers, we've taken it upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings in the arts of combat.
I told you, Mr. Boulder, we're not younglings anymore. We're adventurers. We're just asking Miss Gobo if she could give us some special training. I think we're ready to hunt some monsters alongside her, don't you?
Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills, but I'm afraid the fiends of Mordona are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. You know, on account of them all being like level 50. I have a counter-proposal. What if I were to cross swords with Gobo? A demonstration of skill of arms, if you will.
Hori, if I didn't know you better, and I do, I'd say you were merely seeking to test yourself against a legend.
Well, mayhaps I am. What matters is the motive when the children stand to learn so much from the lesson. What say you, Gabo? Would you consent to spar with me?
Sure. I will destroy your ass. Huzzah! We're to have a tournament. Come on, everyone, we must prepare our gear for an outing.
PvP?
Do not try to disappoint them, then. Oh, it'd be great if we all PvP'd each other, but I don't think we can. Have faith, Coltonaire. I shall summon every last ounce of my strength to make this a worthy contest. The fields to the east of town should prove suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. Also, I wouldn't want to go toe-to-toe with a tank. But if I'm fighting Hoary Boulder, I suppose I should prepare my full might.
Ow. I tried to pluck a hair, but I think I grabbed skin instead. Ow.
Ouchie ouch. Oh, it looks like it's a solo instance.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm still staring down this octopus.
Here we go. This is good.
Good luck on your match.
I trust you're ready to begin. I am. Hello, HB. Your sword versus my dark magics.
Very well. Let's not keep the younglings waiting any longer.
Hori, are you certain you wish to fight her alone? That is Gobbo you face.
What better way to test my mettle? Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. After all, 'twas this hero's legend that led me to join the Scions to begin with. Without Gobbo to inspire my efforts, I would not be half the warrior I am today.
Your point's well made. But remember, this is for the children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. Hello, you haven't begun yet, have you? Ida and Thancred are coming. Lots of people are coming to watch.
Ida, who are these people?
When I heard you were a sparring match, I told everyone I could find. Thought you could use a crowd to cheer you on. Yes, and there are still more yet to come. When I mentioned Gobbo's name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. Why, my own popularity seems but a sickly shade in comparison. You'd best claim victory, bringer of light. Your burgeoning reputation is at stake.
Oh no.
Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman. You can win, Mr. Boulder.
We shall soon see. On your guard.
Down with the big burly man. Let's go.
Mess it up.
Oh, such power. The tails barely do you justice.
Mr. Boulder won't lose, will he?
It's not over yet.
It can't be.
Aye, the children have the right of it.
It's this time I join the fray. On your feet, Hori. Oh, you put Thunder 3 on me. You troublemaker. Oh no, he looks hurt. Yeah, I think I may have killed their black mage. This Gobbo's so strong. You can't give up, Mr. Boulder.
Can't disappoint the younglings.
Well,
You can still stand.
'Tis your example I follow. Surrender not the impalpable.
he didn't even finish the line before I killed him.
You've bested me. I yield.
She beat them both at the same time.
Yay!
We knew you couldn't lose. None can defeat the Guardian of Eorzea. Now I see why they sent you to deal with the primals. I have much work to do if I'm ever to attempt the same. The Marauder? Cute little Marauder gal. Aw. Impressive as always, Gobbo. It's ever a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your mystic prowess. And judging by the smiles on the many faces, they, too, appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Eorzea. Yes, that's a most fitting title. Do you recall when we first met? It was at the memorial service for the Battle of Cartano. No, honey. I met you when you were an asshole on a truck. At the time, I was yet attempting to understand this land of Eorzea. I sought to grasp the reason my grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abounded, and yet the effort I saw expended towards their solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Eorzeans a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if some had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the order he proposed to enforce. The Legatus' single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. Were it not for a desire to continue grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nation's too self-involved and unstable. It was you who convinced me the salvation of Eorzea was possible. 'Twas you who taught me, through countless acts of bravery, that what my grandsires sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. It was the people. These wonderful, oft infuriating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow, only to drag themselves back to their feet to face another day. Though he never put such feelings into words, I believe grandfather's admiration for this inextinguishable courage grew into a fervent wish, a wish to aid Eorzea and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. I too will endeavor to take up the mantle of guardian of Eorzea and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the scions of the Seventh Dawn alone. No, what is needed to tackle the root of the primal threat and effectively counter the schemes of the Ascians is a new, expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray let us continue the discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones. And Alphino was calling Nymphilia ambitious.
Oh dear. Ooh.
So, did you watch us get kicked ass?
Yep. Come on, you gotta make it look like he has a chance.
If I do, he cuts my fucking head off. I mean, beware the big burly men is not just paranoia.
Yeah, your order told you about the big burly men.
Yeah, they're a little paranoid. They're a little paranoid, but the principle is still true. Kill them before they cut your fucking head off. I really thought I killed Calambert for a moment. Well, Alphino, Nymphilia, what is the scheme? Thank you for coming. The world shifts and alters, and we, my friend, must ever be one step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organization, a group that shall pave the way for a truly united Eorzea. Recruiting the realm. Pray forgive me if I tread over ground, but I would first speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the Seventh Astral Era, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together into a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land, and directed against threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of its formation have become the source of endless debate. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards unification draining away. Thus I have been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. It'll be on a much smaller scale than what we hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation accorded to the Scions. It is my hope that the successful utilization of such a force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being a primarily military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the antecedent. The Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But as you yourself have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what even we can achieve. With this new company under the Scion's command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your formidable talents. The goals of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing this precursor to the true, border-spanning Grand Company, it is yet necessary that I visit the three leaders and gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would ask that you accompany me on the journey and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I'm otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities. Thank you. 'Tis reassuring indeed to know that the Bringer of Light and her discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. Our first destination will be Limsalominsa. Let us rendezvous at Bulwark Hall. Well.
Off we go.
Oh no.
So, thoughts on what is now occurring?
I realize this
No, I'm
octopus
not.
is inedible.
Albrecht, what
Well,
do you
this
think
is-
about Alphino's great plan?
Well, it's intriguing, and it's funny because, like you said, he accused Minfilia of overreaching, and now he's well, it's ambitious.
It certainly is ambitious.
I don't know.
I feel like he's over it in his head.
mm,
Like, where is he
I
going to
s-
get the money to fund this?
It sounds like it's going to be like a jointly funded military force from all nations.
and I'm sure I can
Oh,
alleviate
this
some
isn't Bulwark
funds.
Hall. This isn't Bulwark Hall. Yeah. If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. Yeah.
I'm sure the syndicate can afford to donate some more. They've helped us so much so far.
Yeah. But I think the big, exciting thing is we're going to be in charge. Or, well, the antecedent's going to be in charge. Do we think Minfilia can handle a private army with, like, extra legal authority?
She already has her hands full with all the other stuff.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I still have hope.
Ah, there you are. I'm ready to ascend the bridge and speak with Admiral Blofishwin. While the Admiral and I are finalizing permissory boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for potential members, it is of no matter should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they're willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. And you needn't rage into the countryside. The upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once you're satisfied in your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter that we might prepare for the next leg of our journey. Well, upper decks it is. So am I correct in us all thinking that this plan is not like going to blow up in our face, but it's like just not going to work?
It's
Probably
shaky.
not.
It's a bit too shaky, but I mean,
it's a nice idea, but if it would have worked, someone else would have already done it.
Maybe people have been saying that all this time, and Alfredo's the first one to be willing to try. An organization with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity? I must say, your proposal intrigues me. but the Krakens well know that there's a time to act and a time to watch. I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into the latter category. Well, I think that means that the trial company's not going to have a navy.
Nope.
Hello, Rainer. Do we have any folk here willing to join us? Master Alphanal's new organization. Yes, I heard the formation of this trial company was in the offering. It is with regret, however, that I must decline your invitation. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of Limsalem and some must needs receive my full attention. Okay, but like, are you sure that you can't like put in a good word for us amongst skilled members? So that, like, when the shit hits the fan, we can call on them? No? Well, things are already going great for Alphado. No cops and no pirates.
Wow, neither of them want to join.
You know what? We have more pirates.
We only got one pirate.
We got the lesbians. We haven't talked to the lesbians in ages, but surely the lesbians are on board with this little boy's idea. Roswin and... Hi, who are you? Your smile intrigues me. Oh, that's just your lips. Captain Roswind led the Sanguine Sirens to the top of the food chain here in Limsa. You want to join the meanest crew of the sea, you best be bloody your cutlass and thicken your hide. Well, Roswind, how do you feel about extra legal protection for the Sirens? Eh? Who in the bloody hell do you think you're talking to, Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some sodden knight in shining plate. If you're looking for a self-righteous fop, try knocking on that dandy Carvalin's door. But he said no, and I was hoping lesbians might be more daring.
They are daring, but this is not their daring.
My dream of lesbian pirates in the company is shattered. Hansa, can we at least count on you to assist us in securing equipment? Precursor to the United Eosian Grand Company? While I admire the scope of your ambition, my responsibilities here at Naldic and Vimelis keep me close to the forge. I've not the time to be traipsing hither and yon across the realm. Could you require my skills as an armorer, however, I might be willing to accept some special commissions. Well, that, at least, is some news in the positive. We have at least secured equipment. Who else do we have to talk to up here? Some rogues, maybe. Real. We have some issues. Well, if it ain't Gobbo, I'd not forget a venturer brave enough or daft enough to take the shortcut to Dighton's bedchamber. You remember Oriel, don't you? Formerly of the Company of Heroes. 3 whistles at Bronze Lake. Aye, it ain't often I drag me arse out of Limsa for a drink, but I'm right glad I did. I fail ya these days. Hey, you're looking to put together a new crew? Top tier work? Sounds like a right lark, it does. Alrighty, lass, count me in. The heroes may have gone their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb into me grave just yet. Yay, we have 1 person!
Hey, at least it's a former member of the Company of Heroes.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some further recruits that way.
Alright, I hear a sea dog. I better go find him.
Recruit them. Recruit that scurvy sea dog. Limsay is a nicely laid out town once you learn your way about. Up to the airship landing we go. Let's see whether or not Alphino finished all of his paperwork. Oh, he did. Did either of you get recruits?
No, slim pickings.
Grubbo, your recruiting went well, I trust. I'm curious to how many my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Limsa. Ah, a member of the legendary company of heroes indicated his interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I too was successful in my task. I love the disagreement sound. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope my visit with the Elder Seedseer proceeds as smoothly. Pray continue on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await your arrival at Nofka's altar. Well, I am going to save some cash for sure. To Gridania. Leon, Leon. We're in the 7th. I am right here. Oh, you mean some other woman? Every time that dude is shouting, "Where the 7 hells is that woman?" And I'm like, stow your horses, little boy. She's a woman. She'll arrive when she's good and ready, and you'll be grateful. Thank you kindly.
Hey, where did everyone go?
Gridania.
No, we're in Gridania.
Nofika's altar. My audience with the Elder Seedseer is due to commence momentarily. I'd be grateful if you would once more see to the task of recruitment here in Gridania. After you're deemed the well of potential candidates has run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship ticket counter as before. Well. Who would we recruit in Gridania?
I don't know, but there's no one at the platform to talk to about why they should join.
Well, I mean, we can talk at the amphitheater. Maybe they can put out an announcement. Hey, it's you! Criminal scum! We remember this motherfucker. Garlean sympathizer Laurentius.
The guy who sold out the railers because he couldn't avoid the void stuff.
Yeah. Oh gods, can it truly be you? By what fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours? Huh? Could it be that you don't remember me? It's I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you exposed. I was a whaler and a regular patron at Buscarian's. Yeah, I remember. Well, of course you do. I was beginning to wonder if jail had changed me more than I realized. Not that I have any particular wish to be recognized after my shameful conduct. The less said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gridania? Recruiting, eh? And what's your policy on reformed convicts? As matters stand, the Wood Whalers will have naught more to do with me. This may just be the second chance I was looking for. Revenant's Toll, you say? I'll leave at once. You won't regret this. I promise you. I'm a changed man. Not a word, Albrecht.
Why was he the one I remembered without him saying
I'm not saying anything, but I'm thinking.
He did his time.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody deserves one second chance.
Exactly.
Remember that only a fool allows a third.
So what you're saying is I should not steal any more money to pay for fancy weaponry.
No, you leave that to me, the professional.
Oh,
I didn't know where this money came from, honest.
Oh dear.
And the less you know, the happier you are.
Sengard. Lancers. We need them. It's not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and this company of yours certainly seems to have some promise, but its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your organization until such time as your organization is more organized. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's hard to argue.
So far we have an adventurer and a convict, though. That's a little,
Well, reformed, hopefully, convicts.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that we'd have more, like, ins to other organizations to tap talent on a broader scale.
No one wants to join because they're not confident this will succeed.
Ursendel. This is going to go badly. Are you done moping over your mistress, the murderer? You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions? I'm both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young mistress, but I cannot not accept. I have sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady has wrought upon this land.
So what exactly are you doing then?
Bear
Moping.
responsibility by helping us.
Well, I was kind of hoping that he might have access to his lady's money. But apparently.
Yeah.
Technically not his.
Alan. I don't remember you. Howdy. Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest ere your tormented back gives up on you for good. I'm terribly sorry we just... Oh, Grubbo, is it? It's been some time since our paths crossed outside Copperbell Mines.
Oh.
Why, you were barely more than a novice adventurer then. But look how far you've come. Mother Mayune tells me 'twas you who felled the fearsome Black Wolf. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of a new order? Well, your cause is undoubtedly just, and my old companion here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. This is the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I'll join your company as soon as I've seen Isildur safely home. Yay! 2 people!
Well, that's better than 0.
We're getting progress. God, I hate navigating Britannia.
It's like an adventure every time you come here.
To the airship landing we go. Hello, Alphino. We got 2 people this time. What news, Gobbo? For my part, the Elder Seedseer was most amenable to our requirements. A former wood whaler and a seasoned adventurer. Our company will not lack for variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we
Yeah,
strike
I'll
into
say.
Ul'dah while the iron is hot? Let us meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. Yes, let's refer to Laurentius as a retired whaler and not as... Oh no, I don't want to do PvP. I want to go to Ul'dah. And not as an ex-convict.
Yeah, that's better.
I would like to blacklist you, person spamming NFT shit on Shout. What the fuck? Get out of here.
Bark. 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 And I'm being attacked by a street dog.
In the Royal Promenade? Oh dear.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I
tried to
love
put away my
Ul'dah.
weapon.
Well, we're not going in, so we don't need to worry.
Oh, in that case.
Yeah. Ul'dah, the Gilded City, where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final leg proves as successful as the previous two. Might I suggest descending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts? I don't think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching from her personal guard. Let's meet back here at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Gobbo. Yes, and let's not tell anyone that I've spent all my money. I love Ul'dah so much. The Colosseum should have some people willing to join us. Hey, Williot. Do we have anyone willing to join us from the Colosseum? What? You're the lady who came to Alamigo looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't? I'd probably be dead, and a whole lot more of my friends besides. We're such fools. Any road that disaster really got me thinking about our homeland and about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. And I realized how easy I'd been manipulated. I vowed to make of myself a more worldly man, so here I am. A new company of champions? You say it'll take me to all corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the opportunity I'm looking for. And don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in El Amigo. I prepared myself to fight the evil I now know is out there. Aw, I forgot you. I thought you were just a representative. Now I remember you. We're not likely to find financiers here. But, I don't know, Arison? Maybe you have something thaumaturgical. Oh, what a happy coincidence. Do you remember me, perchance? I'm Orson of the Church of Saint Dambaladanma. I thank you again for your timely rescue. And I must also thank you for preventing that fraudulent priest from preying on dry bones less fortunate. I know a most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion? Thancred, was it? Ah, 'tis new companion to seek then. Your proposed organization sounds like a powerful force for good. My place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking. Of course, and assuming this takes off, please don't hesitate to send children to us to join our cause. Like teenagers who want adventure and are causing problems. You know, the sort of people you think are suitable child soldiers.
Yeah.
Yellow Moon, do you have any fanboys you want to get rid of? I'm sorry, You wish to recruit me? Is this some new-fashioned manner of propositioning a lady? Well, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. This lady is already spoken for. Good day to you, madame. Well.
Wow, I heard that all the way from the Chamber of Rule. What were you thinking of trying to recruit her?
Run away, run away. She's twice as tall as the both of us.
Perfect ass-swapping height. At least for an aura. Anyway.
Seriously, what were you thinking?
That she might...
Are you that desperate?
Listen. She had fanboys. I figured maybe they could come and we could get them killed. Landerbear. Aye, you'd be surprised what rumors drift down to Pearl Lane. I know of this glorious new company of yours and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved in it. Whispers on the street say your organization's funded by corrupt coin, by syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, you're a bigger fool than I took you for. Well, we're funded by all the governments in concert, buddy. Sintgot, do you have, like, any leads for provisioning a grand company? A company that looks to cure the ills of the realm entire? Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next stall over, let alone conundrums from neighboring nations. Not really surprised this is how it went.
Not at all.
At least we got the Alamegan kid. But this is looking to be a pitiful company. Alphino, please tell me you've got better recruitment leads than I do, because, like, I'm apparently shit at talking to people. You know, silent protagonist and all. How fare you, Gobbo? What hidden gems did the street of Ul'dah offer up to your unrelenting gaze?
I wouldn't call them
A kid.
gems.
A single Alamegan youth. Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge nonetheless, and the hope that inspires these people born in no small part from the victories you yourself have won. Thank you, Gobbo. I'll not squander the precious gift you've placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. Ah yes, we're free to begin. As you've no doubt surmised, the Sultana has graced my trial company with her blessings. Our first wave of recruitment is over, documents assigned, and finances secure. There's naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You're concerned by the Syndicate's involvement, as was I. Thus was the origin of every coin of their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built upon corruption. Alphino, the coin's not its sin, the Syndicate's its sin. Oh my god. Naturally, I'd prefer not to rely on outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. That's right, you're rich. As for the rumors and doubts surrounding this enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It'll not be an easy process, but we will earn people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for a united Eorzea. Yay! One world government. Oh, cutscene.
No.
Gods, I love Olda. Isn't it so pretty at night? No.
ラウバーン、アルフィノの動き、あれをどう思う？
グランドカンパニーエオルゼアに向けた第一歩として先行統一組織を設立するという話ですか？アルテマウェポンという共通の敵を前にまとまりかけていた統一グランドカンパニーの話も遅々として進んでおりませんからな。さまざまな問題を抱える現状を考慮すればアルフィノ殿が先導し再びきっかけを作ったことは喜ばしいことではありませんか？
表で協力を謳いながら裏では争いを続けている。どこの国もウルダ派と同じか。ラウバーン、わらわはあの組織をあまりよく思っておらんのじゃ。あれには各国のグランドカンパニーの精鋭たちも参加し、武力に特化した組織となっておろう。暁の管理下とはいえ危険ではなかろうか。それにな、あの組織の設立にサカツ州から資金提供があったことが気がかりなのじゃ。いつ奴らの私兵となるやもしれん。
しかしながら七モ様、我らは暁に蛮神問題を肩代わりさせてきました。戦力増強を求める彼らの声を無視することもできますまい。加えて資金提供はサカツ州のみにあらず九段のサカツ州からの資金もロロリトラを通していないきれいな金です。それにあの冒険者がいる暁なのです。間違った方向に走ることはないでしょ
う。そう、あの者たちならばな。しかし人は移ろいゆくもの。その気はなくとも時の流れは人の意志すら動かすのじゃ。荒野に舞う砂塵のようにな。テレジアデレジの件、いかようにもならぬのか。
We're not politically savvy.
いろいろと手は尽くしましたが今のこのウルダ派に奴を捕まえねばならぬ法がございません。無理に捕らえればそれこそ奴の思うツボ。これでは
奴がしでかしたことは明確なのに捕まえることもできるのか。何が国家か、何が王家か。わらわはなぜこうも無力なのじゃ。
七モ様、
So anyway, I am definitely definitely a royalist. What do you think, Albert? You're our blind player.
Apologies. Oh.
Ow. Are you a Republican?
Nope.
Good. Monarchism, yay.
I'm not a monarchist either.
You better be.
After that cutscene.
Oh, you better be.
How controversial. How would people react if they saw this dude like that in public?
I have a very permanent and good solution in mind.
Are you also thinking, oh, how unfortunate. A primal seems to have gotten loose in Ul'dah. It is such a pity that it possessed the late Pelegi Adeleji.
Indeed. Or
I
a
thought
more
how
elegant
primals
solution.
work, though.
Or a more elegant solution, just talk to my good old pal Gugureju and have someone indispose the little bugger.
Let us not besmirch the good name of buggery by comparing it to Pelegi Adeleji.
True that.
Oh my god. Oh my primals. Oh my 12.
I cannot believe I just said, let us not besmirch the good name of bug.
The true champion of light.
Quick, make a quote.
Champion of Light. Grand Fujoshi. Speaking of, hey Alphino.
Big. Small.
That is not a journey I will soon wish to repeat. But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of all our effort is at hand. I must see to the preparations for the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services. I'm certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free for other duties. Oh dear, this is... I could have sworn that we'd hit the ending of this arc before this. I wanted to double check. Make sure that we're not in the next one without, like, negotiating it. Oh, we are not yet. Okay. Greetings, Gubbo. Alphino tells me that all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scions shall be certainly grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremony is set to take place here in the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating with Alphino to see that all is in readiness, so I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's Toll of late, and I wonder if Slafford might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there's aught he requires? Oh, yon 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 yon.
Do 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 do.
Don't you just want to give Nanamo a hug? Oh. Slaffborn, buddy, pal, sup.
What can I do for you? I thought you'd have your hands full helping out with this new arm of the Scions.
I've been dispatched to talk to you.
I barely noticed your recruits arrive. Just barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. Well, I appreciate your offer of aid. It's more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the antecedent. So trust that means means less work for you in the long run.
Slathborn, the shipment, we couldn't.
Gods, woman, what befell?
We were bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross over to Mordona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe they may have been heretics. There were too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us.
There's not to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest, and I'll have someone along to tend those wounds. What to do? If heretics are involved, this is like to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate?
House Fortam. We collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper.
Understood. I'll see they're apprised of the development. Gobbo, were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Fortam? I'll be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Thank you for your understanding. I'm certain Lord Horshafont will be glad of your assistance.
Yay, we get to go see Horshafont again. Best bro.
Let me ghost. Woo! Taxes!
Ooh, taxes. And you know, may I make a recommendation for you, Alric?
Yep.
On account of the loss of your beloved Brahatia. Turn your eyes to the tall and lovely elf boy. For comfort. Well, well, if it's not my friends, Gobbo and Halabali and Albrecht and Ura, would you care for a plate of roast krakel? Some mulled wine? No, I see you've not come into my hall merely to escape the biting cold. I was, in fact, on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Revenant's Toll, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence.
Hello.
皆まで言うな。それだけ分かれば十分だ。
Your fur is rather dark for a snow wolf.
開拓団。実に肉躍るたくましい響きではないか。しかもお前が参加しているとあらば、なおのこと。いい。モードナに一大拠点が築かれれば、彼女の帝国軍もクルザスへ介入しづらくなるだろう。加えて、お前には個人的な恩もある。これに協力しない道理はないと、本家に掛け合って支援物資を手配したのだがな。よりにもよって、異端者に奪取されるとは。実は最近、 クルザスを根城とする異端者が組織化され、いささか手を焼いているのだ。異端者の頭目は氷の巫女と呼ばれる女。我々も調査を続けているが、本名すら暴けていない。異端者たちはその氷の巫女を聖女のように敬い、死も厭わずに行動しているようでな。奴らによる組織的な犯行が増えつつあるのだ。今のところこのキャンプへの実害は少ないが、ここより西方ではたびたび奴らが目撃されているらしい。ホワイトブリム全焼地ならば情報がつかめるかもしれんぞ。行ってみるか。
hate snow, but
そうか
okay.
そうか。支援物資の件はいかんだが、季節してお前の汗が再びこの雪原にきらめく日が来たようだな。お前は以前よりも強靭になった。そしてうなずき一つから溢れるその揺るぎなき自信。いいぞ、ますます活躍から目が離せん。何か分かったらぜひ私にも知らせてくれ。この辺りは一段と冷えるからな。暖かい床を用意して待っているぞ。
So, Horsefont. The bro of all time, right?
Hmm.
You don't seem impressed.
Oh, I am. I am. I'm trying to.
You're trying not to simp?
Carry on. Let's carry on.
Are you trying not to simp for my bestie?
I miss you, Gary.
No comment. A sunny day. Yes.
Yeah, the weather is surprisingly nice for Corinthus.
At least these fire bombs giving off heat.
Hello, Drummond. Gobbler, welcome. You'll be pleased to know the repairs to the stone vigil proceed apace. We shall rebuild sure and strong, but the Dravinians might better themselves against census against our shield in the west. I would venture, however, that matters of masonry are not what brought you to Whitebrim. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say? By the fury, but you do seem destined to cross paths with those villains. I confess then, 'tis a sad truth, the wilds hereabouts have indeed grown thick with their number. They strike swiftly, without warning, and are canny enough to evade our most able trackers. But it is not merely their newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics themselves seem somewhat changed. I know not what manner of influence this Iceheart wields, but the men we face seem utterly lost in the grips of righteous fervor. 'Tis an unsettling and unnatural zeal. Mayhap you would care to question one of their recent victims? As fate would have it, your arrival came moments after a trader was waylaid on the road. A patrol found the unfortunate fellow lying senseless in the snow, and carried him to our infirmary. Assuming he has regained the use of his faculties, the merchant might recall some detail that can aid you in your task. As usual, any thoughts are greatly appreciated. For the people who don't know what this means already.
How do I get out of here, first of all? Oh, there we go. I'm smelling a primal, but...
Don't look at me, I'm the totally normal culinarian. Helping out to feed the sick.
tell you what happened? Why, yes, of course. I'm quite recovered enough for that. Anything to help catch those cowardly Blackhearts. I was traveling my usual route to Wentbrimfront when a sudden blow sent me reeling. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground, and several heretics were rifling through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystals, they were taking everything. It was then that one of them noticed my bleary gaze and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distinctly heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." I dare say that's where they're hauling my goods, but you'll not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They tell me 'twas a miracle I survived it all, and I'll not trust my thick skull to save me a second time. Oh my.
Oh no, say it's not.
Time to go to the wilds around Snowcloak. See if we can encounter and slay any heretics.
Do we have to, though?
You see all these corpses?
Not really. Oh, there, I see people, though.
Whoa.
Well,
Should we take care of this?
I think we shall. Come on.
Let's do it. Oh my, he hits like a truck.
Oh wow, we have a lot of people here.
Yeah, it seems that there's an event going on.
We did it! I think.
Yay! Found everyone.
I guess they're pursuing.
Well,
It's a
they've got
hunt.
this under control. I bowed to the behemoth instead of all the other randos. But that was certainly not the expected thing. I guess that's why there's no
no.
more heretics. I guess that thing ate them. Draw your weapon, foul. Wait, I recognize you, adventurer. You've come seeking heretics? Then we share a common purpose. We're on patrol when we chanced across one of their raiding parties and pursued them here. By rights, we should have had them cornered in this ravine, and yet they're gone, vanished like icy wraiths.
Apologies, I'll be a little bit behind. We got fight part 2.
Halabali went with them to deal with the behemoth.
Oh, are they chasing it?
Yep. You glimpsed a woman atop the cliff? Could it be Iceheart herself come to sneer at our folly? And to where did she disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage through the frozen wall, some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. We've not the men to risk further investigation. It would be best if we were to return to Whiterun Front. Lay our suspicions before Lord Drillmont. Yes. And if we see this whole behemoth thing, we can join it.
It's to the north. They're already halfway through it.
Well, let's see if we can...
going?
Let's go help.
Alright.
They've got it under control, but it can't be a bad thing to give them assistance.
I see it.
Damn it.
This is like an alliance.
He's a tough cookie, isn't he?
Oh!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh.
Well, we arrived just in time to hurt and achieve the achievement locking horns.
My goodness.
Yeah! Did that give me a title that I did not earn?
Yep.
Ooh, and we got stuff to make a behemoth war trophy.
Oh, yes. I don't think it gave me a title that I didn't earn, though. Well, I guess you have a job now. You have a job.
I do?
Albric has a job now.
I sure do.
I want a behemoth war trophy in our company hall.
It shall be done.
Oh man, I just swapped to rogue. Maybe that would have given me a level up or two.
It did not give me any. Hi, Drillmont. Gubbo, it appears I owe you my thanks once again. Surviving knights spared no detail in the report. The men you found out near Snowclark were some of my finest. They should be bested so handily. I fear I have woefully underestimated the threat these heretics pose. While I understand you might balk at the notion, I must ask that you put aside your mission and consider the stolen provisions lost to us for now. It would be ill-advised to blunder unprepared, and may well be the very lair of our enemy. Pray return to Dragonhead and inform Lord Hoshafont of your discoveries. He will want to plan contingencies of his own. As for Iceheart and her fanatics, the freezing heights of Snowcloak will not shield them from our justice for long. Okay, Drillmont. Wow, fates against the big bosses don't run very long when everyone is just bopping as hard as they can.
Yep. Oh no, I can't cut through the mountains. At least not these parts.
That was not an expected event, though. I was not expecting to stumble into that. That was great. People give me shit for enjoying an MMO, but, like, that was a fun moment, and you don't get that in, like, any other type of game. Hi, Hoshafont.
Incoming! I can't get through.
ああ、いいところに戻ってくれた。ちょうどお前の戦いぶりに思いを馳せていたのだ。一撃を食る際の肉体のしなりなど、とてもいい。
My bombs, they want out.
時が許せば、差しで向き合い、稽古をつけてもらいたいが、まずは報告を聞かねばな。氷の巫女について何か情報を得ることはできたか？
She's kind of hot, and that's about all that we learned.
I wonder how she stays warm in this cold winter weather.
あの辺りはクルザス中央高地の中でも気候変化の影響が色濃く現れた場所だ。そのため未だ一帯の全容は明らかになっていない。異端者にとっては良い隠れ家かもしれんな。一度早急に調査するよう進言すべきか。それにしても氷の巫女とは一体何者だ。異端者をまとめ上げるなど相当な実力者に思える。お前と共に追ってみるのも一興だが、現状では危険が過ぎるか。教皇庁の神殿騎士にも連絡し対策を願おう。新任の神殿騎士団長はなかなかに話のわかる人物だという。きっと適切な判断をされることだろう。いい情報を持ち帰ってくれた。感謝するぞ。お前は本当に真摯に働く。それが真実を呼ぶのだと友として誇りに思う。支援物資については本家に再度掛け合っているところだ。準備ができ次第そちらに送るとしよう。熱気にあふれるいい街になることを願ってな。
Sorry for shushing you. Horchefant was talking. You. That we had a fucking spam bot just like glitch through Horchefant's table. For shame.
Can I see?
He's gone now.
No.
I hate these goddamn Lalafell spam bots that just clog shit up. I know that people are working to get rid of them though, so I just regret that I wasn't able to report it fast enough for it to click away. Slaffburn. We've secured replacements.
Gobbo, it is good to see you return from the toll. How fared you in the frozen wastes of Corthus? Also, Thompson sent a second shipment. I send thanks to Lord Horchefant for his continued generosity. Yet even as our town grows in prosperity, I fear it will attack ever greater numbers of those who would do us harm in the name of greed or power. All of us, Alphino's new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats.
Okay, I hate it. Thanks.
Yeah, that's not a great look.
What's not good look?
The new... Oh, I took the new headwear reward and it wasn't very good. While you were away in Corthus, preparations for the inaugural ceremony were all but completed, though Tataru does seem somewhat flustered. I've taken enough of your time. Why don't you head to the Rising Stones and see if your frantic receptionist could do with a hand? I will. She needs a good shoulder massage after a bunch of paperwork, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, fine. I'll be over here, practicing my culinary skills.
Tataru, are you doing better? These parchments need to be sorted, and these documents, why are they even here? Oh, I'm sorely tempted to file the lot in my waste paper basket. Oh, Gobbo, you started me. You wish to lend a hand? Splendid. Would you be a dear and hand these uniforms to the new recruits? They're scattered about Revenant's Toll, and I haven't the time to track them all down. The recruits know to don their garb immediately and assemble here in the Rising Stones. You'll want to report directly back to Alphino if you don't want to miss the ceremony. I wonder if the Scions will ever have matching uniforms? A well-funded organization is a well-dressed organization, I suppose. I kind of like that we don't. I think it's charming. But
You don't what?
have a Scion uniform.
Oh.
But for the time being, we have recruits to hand out uniforms too, because they're a military organization. Yu Hase! Have we met before? Those who believe this company will see no riches are short-sighted fools. The giving of oneself is an investment of the future. Thus did I sign my name to the cause. Well, have an ultramarine uniform. These uniforms were a splendid idea. Once the organization has made a name for itself, there will be a wealth of plenty in selling replica costumes to the adoring masses. Well, alright.
I think I know. We can figure out where he's from.
Yeah, definitely an Ul'dan.
Yeah.
Are you up here? Yes, you are. Laurentis! Hey, are you ready to change uniform? I thought it best to mimic my fellows here, but I admit I have no idea what we're supposed to be doing. What you're supposed to be doing is getting changed. Ah, new uniforms. I'm reminded of my induction to the Wood Whalers. It's time to put your life of crime behind you and become a boy in blue.
Blue, 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 blue. Bloopity-doop.
Hello. I don't know you. The scarlet garb marks me a proud member of the Maelstrom, and a hearty defender of Limsa. Yet in truth, I stand for the betterment of the realm, and thought this new company a fine opportunity to contribute on a grander scale. Well, here you are, from Lieutenant Barr. Oh, now that's a striking shade of blue. Put alongside my Maelstrom uniform, my wardrobe will certainly not lack for color. Ilberd. You're also a new face. I don't believe we've met. I'm Ilberd, and I will have the honor of leading my fellow recruits as captain. Much did I lose to the calamity, and I look forward to aiding others in rebuilding their lives. Well, have your blue, Ilberd. Welcome to the team. The uniforms are a shrewd decision. There is no easier method of creating a common bond among what is, essentially, a band of strangers. We're going to have a post-mortem on all these people. Oh, there's someone up here. Isn't there? There you are. Femi, you're also new. Gobabar? Gods, I did not expect to meet you strolling about town. The tales of your primal battles were what inspired me to come to Revenant's Toll. Well, I'm not just strolling around, I'm handing out the uniforms. Tis an honor to receive this uniform from your hands. I'll wear it with pride. Hell yeah. Fangirls. Woo. Willard! Hey, kid. Little Alamigo could learn much from Revenant's Toll, but this town can be so alive in the midst of such desolation. And blue. I've never worn aught quite so voluminous, but I'm sure it'll grow to be accustomed to Esther cloth in time. And you'll be grateful when it gets cold. Because it do get cold. We got around here. Creole! Hello there, lass. Looking for me, was ya? I'd suggest giving a whistle, but I'm not sure I'd hear it among all the bustle. I'm here to give you some blue. Oh, proper uniforms and all? This thing will cut off the blood to me head. Not to worry, though. I'm sure she'll be fine after making a few adjustments. And last, but certainly not least, you. I don't believe we've met either. Ilse, dear. Oh yes, you did. You're the old man's daughter. Ilse, dear, has at last retired from the adventurer's life. Though I shall miss his wisdom and impressionable spirit, I'm excited to forge my own path forwards. Here you are. Ah yes, the uniform. Thank you. Truth be told, the thought of pledging myself to such a lofty organization is somewhat intimidating. Well, it's time to talk to Alphino and see how all these new recruits look in their blue.
Dude.
Yes, Scobo? Ah, Tataru mentioned you were handing out the new uniforms. I assume you've now met the rest of the recruits? Some few answered the call to arms I put forth through the established grand companies and such. We're not yet an army, but there's much a small corps of elite warriors can achieve. Did I mention I thought of a name for the company? It is my hopes it will soon be known across the breadth of Eorzea. The moment of truth draw near, Kobo. Once the last of the recruits have gathered, I'll make the official announcement.
Mina, 聞いてくれ。ここに集まったのは私の思いに賛同してくれた精鋭たちだ。我々暁の血盟と意志を一つにし、これからのエオルゼアを守っていくために先鋒となることを選んだ勇者たちだ。暁の下で国家間の垣根を越えた活動を行うグランドカンパニーエオルゼア先行組織クリスタルブレイブの設立を今ここに宣言する。相次ぐ万神の権限、蛮族との確執、アウトロー戦区、エオルゼアを取り巻く危機は何一つ去ってはいない。だからこそ我々は先駆けとなって立ち上がる。我々は暁の血盟と共にエオルゼアの守護者となるのだ。すべてはエオルゼアのために。すべてはエオルゼアのために。
設立おめでとう、アルフィノ。あ、いえ、クリスタルブレイブ総帥アルフィノ・ルベユール殿。
やめてくれたまえ。形だけの称号だよ。それ自体に何の意味もないさ。我々の目的は同じだ。神々に愛されし地、このエオルゼアの救済と。
ええ、これからもよろしくね。
I hate when they have a big pause and I think they're done, and then I hit click and they like start talking again. I'm like, oh no.
クリスタルブレイブも動き出したわね。私たちも気を引き締め直さなきゃ。 はい、私です。やはり委員会本部は消滅していたのね。でも島一つを消し去るなんて一体どうやって。それは本当なの？本当にクルルが見つかったのね。はあ、よかった。そう、状況は良くないのね。分かったわ。ウリエンジェさんには伝えておきます。また後で連絡するわね。ええ、それじゃ。バルデシオン委員会本部の調査団からの連絡よ。友人が見つかったって。まだ意識は戻らないようだけど、無事でよかった。消滅したというバル島の周辺海域から未知の魔法の痕跡が出たらしいの。以前北ザナラーンで起きた古代魔法アルテマの痕跡に近いらしいけど、まさかアッシエンたちが。ガレマール帝国との戦いの後、マザークリスタル、ハイデリンの声を聞いた？
Nope.
そう。あなたにも聞こえないのね。私もなの。なんだかとても嫌な予感がするわ。ルイゾワ様、どうか暁をお守りください。
Very good. See, the provisions are prepared for transport. Let us hope this shipment is spared the fate of the last. The winds are uncommon fierce this day. I do really like how these patches are like solid 3-hour episodes. It's so convenient.
Oh, dear.
So,
Oh wow, so they already paid that late.
We have been streaming for 3 hours and 32 minutes. And I have a new hat for the Black Mage. But I forgot how ridiculous it is. I love it.
No.
I changed my white mage glamours. Oh, that's a nice hat.
Let me go outside so you can see it in person. And then we have to do a little discussion of business. for next week.
I got a bit jealous.
That's a... Oh, you went all ultramarine?
Ooh.
I'd go ultramarine if my outfit were dyeable. What, do you not like my fancy hats?
I like those uniforms.
They're nice, just I can't dye my fancy hat.
That's alright. I think it fits considering where you got that jacket from.
Well, I think the jacket's a little bit more cool than the hat. We'll see how it stands with the rest of the outfit, because I do generally like the Evanstar outfit, which we get over the next few quests. But that's not what we need to discuss. What we need to discuss is what we need to do next week. Initially, my plan had been that this is the point where we break, we try coils again, we do extremes, etc. But as we know, I want to make sure I'm using the names of their characters and not their real names. Jinbaha and Kerr are pretty much indefinitely out on account of personal life garbage. And Kitty and Seika are still kind of post-financial issues without their subs. So we don't have them back yet. And also, Albrecht and I are at a point with our fancy weapons where we need to go into a dungeon that isn't unlocked yet. Which we saw the outside of today. We need to go to Snowcloak. So the question is, and this is posed mostly to Ura and Halabali, next week, do we want to give coils another go? Unsynced, of course. Or do we want to do the next patch and keep going on the MSQ and then come back to coils when Seika and Kitty are back?
I like to give coils another shot.
Okay. So Ura's wanting next week to be suffering. Halabali, what's your opinion?
I like suffering. No, I'm okay with whichever directive. So it sounds like coils.
Well, Albrecht, I guess we're waiting on finishing our weapons for another week for coils.
Yeah, we can try it. I'm gonna be honest. I have very little hope that we can achieve anything, just the four of us. But it's worth a shot. I mean, it's fun to suffer occasionally.
Yeah. We can give it a go again. And we can just jump to the end of it because we've done the other coils already. We can go straight to Twintania, suffer there. We are higher levels, and in theory we know more. And who knows? Maybe Seika and Kitty will be ready. I'll nag them and see what's up. And with that, I think it's gambling time.
Oh yeah, gambling.
I didn't buy my ticket this week.
Oh no.
You're gambling. So important to do with the gambling.
Oh, that's right. I need to pop the VIP card. Hello, 15% more payout. Catpot board.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn in for now.
Okay, you have a lovely night.
All right.
Where's the
See ya.
cashier? There's the cashier. Let's see what we've won.
I
Consolation
won nothing.
prize. Consolation prize. Come on, big money. Consolation prize.
Oh well.
Gamble some more. And I guess the mini cackpot because we're here.
Oh yeah, almost. I tend to forget that. Come on.
I tend to
Big
get
money.
I tend to get lucky with the mini cackpot, so I like it. YOLO! 100's not great. I can do better. Let's see. 8-5 is 13. 7-5 is
Yay.
12.
11.5. Thank you.
1080. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be greedy. Let's go. 10k. Greed is good. Yes.
Woo.
I probably don't have enough for any dances at 16. But I'm gonna check because I can. Oh. I could get a stripper pole.
Well.
Indoor climbing frame. It's a pity I'm not a cat girl.
Oh goodness. Right, what do I need to make the trophy? I have that, I have that, I have that. I do not have chinchilla hide.
Damn, I need, like, a lot more. So it's gonna be a little while, unless I go, like, grinding here, and I'm probably not. So,
Oh,
yeah.
have you done the fashion report?
Yeah, no. Last time I did that, I decided it wasn't worth the money I spent. I got an ugly outfit.
It tends to be. But if you get the 80 mark, you get 50k.
Yeah, that's part of how I got this coat. But it's just, it's, I'm not in a hurry.
No.
So
it's just marathon, not a sprint. Well, I'm off to Cortes to harvest some chinchillas, and then it's time for me
I'm off to find out who we can raid. Well, we have so many options right now. I hope everyone's in the mood for Elden Ring, because that's where we're raiding. Let's go, Lucky.
Woohoo!
Thank you all for coming by. Only 2 viewers left? Really? Oh, there we go. That's the numbers. Come on. Come on. Jump in, everyone. One day we'll have like 100 viewers and we'll do a big raid. But 5's enough. So thank you all for coming by. Remember, burn them. Rah.